There's a life for the child of God that most people that get saved don't understand when God take a vessel, a broken vessel, and make it another. Anybody can survive filling the vessel or blessing the vessel, but it's the process when the clay is in the hand of the potter, it's in the hand of the potter, and it's marred, it's broken. God is with us when we go through trials. And it's something that God trying to produce through all the trouble. And a lot of times, we'll use phrases like coming out like pure gold, but some gold perish. All gold does not make it. 1 Peter 1 and 5. I have a reader. It's Latin.
1 and 5.
Through 7.
Who are kept by the power of God.
So the first thing he wants you to understand before anything starts, God deposit his love, his joy, his peace. When you first get saved, he'll be answering prayers. He'll be just manifesting his love and his power, his comfort and peace to the baby. So he said, who are kept by the power of God. Read.
Through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
Now, the thing is, we are living in the last days. So now he said, ready to be revealed in the last time. Read. Now he's telling us how to respond to him. Even though we are broken, we get hurt, things happen, people turn, life begins to seem to be a big test. He tells us how to respond to him. Because he said, now, I want you to understand very clearly how you're going to be kept. You're going to be kept by the power of God. Not through your strength, not through your abilities, not through your knowledge. You're going to give God all the glory. 6th verse, what it say?
Wherein ye greatly
He
rejoice,
said, now you're going to greatly rejoice.
though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation.
You come out of one test, here come another test, here come another test. You come out of this one, here come another one. You come out of this one, here come another one. He said, I understand that I'm keeping you, but you got to show me a response. And what it is, God looking at our response to the trials of life. He said, rejoice, greatly rejoice. All of these things are signs that you saved. 7th verse, what did it say?
That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth.
Now, you hear this terminology all the time. The part they leave off is being the trial of your faith being much more precious than gold that perish. There's a gold that perish. That ain't what God looking for. He's looking for the one that gonna survive through the fire. There's a piece of gold that the quality of it will change because of the fire. It will be degraded because of the fire. And so now, how do you know if I'm coming out right? Read what it say.
Though it be tried with fire,
Though it be tried with fire,
might be found unto praise.
I listen to your praise.
Might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus.
So how do you determine where you're at? Look at your trial and listen to your praise. Are you still giving God the glory? Are you still telling him thank you? Or you was just following him for blessings? When in St. John the 6th chapter, they left him because he was no longer feeding them. They 5,000 was following him, 4,000 was following him. He would take a couple of fishes and some bread and feed thousands of people. They were following him all across the desert, everywhere. In St. John 6 chapter, he said, "You're going to eat of my flesh and drink of my blood." And the Bible said many went by. There's a period of time when you're going through the trials and the tribulations and don't look like you get nothing out of it, because he's making you. Tell somebody, God making you.
God making you.
He's making you over. He's making another person, a new creature, a person of making you out of somebody that you don't even know. You don't know the new you, but it's going to be made in the fire. 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. Somebody tell the Lord, thank you. 12th verse.
Thank you, Jesus.
1 Peter 4.
And 12 through 14. Now he's going to tell you how to respond again. Now he's not telling us we're not going to go through tests and trials. We're going to go through tests and trials. He just wanted to understand what he wants. Tell somebody, give God what he wants. You got to give him what he wants. 1 Peter 4 and 12 through 14. What does it say?
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Now, a lot of folks acting like this stuff strange. They got the Holy Ghost speaking in tongues. They've been baptized in Jesus' name, and they acting like this is a strange thing to suffer with Christ. You say, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials. That's the way we live.
Yes.
You got to prepare yourself. You don't know who's going to turn. You don't know what's going to happen. 13th verse, what it say?
But rejoice,
Now, here go a response. He's telling us, but rejoice.
as much as ye are partakers of Christ's
The
suffering.
person that always look at themselves and do not look at the fact that I'm suffering with Christ. I'm suffering with Christ. The reason why people turning on you, the reason got stuff happening, the reason why people rolling their eyes and acting all funny is because I'm suffering with Christ.
Yes.
The God inside of you is irritating the spirits inside of others. I'm suffering with Christ. Read.
That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad.
Now go another response. You're supposed to be rejoiced. You're supposed to be glad. What does it say?
Also with exceeding
With
joy.
exceeding joy. He said, will you praise me in your test? Will you give me some glory? Will you just tell me thank you?
Yes.
Don't wait till it's over.
Yes.
Praise me your way out. Let everybody know you saved. Read to the response, 14th verse.
If ye be reproached for the name of Christ, happy are ye.
They go to response again. Now, we're supposed to rejoice. We're supposed to be glad. We're supposed to have exceeding joy. And now he's telling us to be happy. Don't you know the only person that could do this is a real saved person? In your human flesh, we'll be able to cut somebody out. Gonna slap the taste out of somebody. A saved person can only do this. Now, don't you want to know if you saved or not? I don't want to be sitting in the church thinking I'm saved. A test will come along and let you know if you saved or not. The telling us, now my children, even though they're going to be reproached for my name's sake, they're going to be happy. Read.
For the Spirit of glory and of God resteth upon you. And on their part, he is evil spoken of. But on your part, he is glorified.
And you'll have people in your life that just talk. They just talk all kind of talk about you. Say all kind of things about you. Say all kind of stuff. And you got to love God enough that I'm going to hold on. I don't care who turns. God bring you to the place where you're going to realize all you really got is Jesus.
Amen.
You really ain't got nothing else.
Amen.
He is the only one that can look you or tell you, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you, and back it up. Anybody else turn. You can sign papers, you can do everything. You can sign a contract and everything else. They get mad and walk away. Jesus is the only one that can say to you, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you, and back it up. He's the only one that can do it. Job went through so much. Job 23. Job wanted us to understand something when he started losing following God. At one point in his life, he was wealthy and rich, and now he's losing. And his friends started questioning him. What did you do? You did something wrong. God done cursed you. Job told them something. Job 23:10. What did it say? Yes.
But he knoweth the way that I take. When he had tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
Now, notice this terminology of gold, but this gold is tried in the fire and it's coming out pure. The fire burnt all the impurities off, the dirt. You know, all of these precious jewels that are on the earth now are covered in dirt. You know, that's why, over here, you can pay a lot of money for a diamond. But you can go straight to Africa and buy it from someone who's digging it out the ground. It's dirt cheap. It's cheap. The only reason they get expensive over here is because they have a professional diamond cutter who cut it up and shape it like a heart or shape it whatever way you want to put your name in it, and then it becomes expensive. But you go over there to Africa, and you pull that rock out that ground with that dirt on, take it home and you wash it yourself, you ain't paid that much money. That's why you get them rings with your order offline, straight out of Africa. Pure diamonds and gold that you pay a fraction of the money because nobody got a chance to cut it. And what God brought us out, he brought us straight out of the muck and the mire. But we're going to be cut up with these tests and trials. And you're going to come out like pure gold. So Job said, he knows the way that he take. God taking all this counsel into my test. He's going to make sure that he won't test me beyond what I'm able to bear, but he's going to bring you to the very edge. And out of it's supposed to be called honor, praise, and glory. Somebody tell him that. You're supposed to give him his honor, his praise, and his glory. That's what he wants his child to do. Give him his honor, his praise, and his glory. I refuse to let you come. Now, Jesus came to earth and followed all the rules. He God manifested in the flesh. But he didn't just break the rules and just came out of heaven and come down here and just walked around. He followed the rules and the process of coming into earth as humanity. He came inside of a woman, just like we did. And he was birthed and he grew. The Bible said that he was subject to his parents. God in the flesh was subject to Mary and Joseph. And then he grew up till he was 30 years old, then he began his ministry. But so he followed all the rules of humanity. He didn't break no rule to come down here and become a man and die for the sin of the world. He didn't break no rules. Now we have been called up to heaven. You can't break no rule going to heaven. You're going to have to go through the process. Before you go up there, you're going to go through the process. You're going to be tried. You're going to be tried. You say, now give me my praise. Give me my glory. Give me my honor. So you can't break the rules. Well, I'm just going to go to heaven because I got saved. I got the Holy Ghost. I'm going. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. The Holy Ghost is just power to become. Go to 1 John in your Bibles. And the 12th verse. The Holy Ghost didn't give you your papers. The Holy Ghost put you in position to get your papers. 1 John, well, St. John 1 and 12. What does it say? St. John.
But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God.
He said, I gave them power to become. You ain't one yet. You ain't been tried yet. So these are the ones that make it, Romans 8. This is the one, cause I asked the Lord, I said, you lead me through to this test? Look, you know if I say that or do that, they're gonna be upset. He leads you to the test and show you his love and his power. Romans 8 and 14, what it say?
For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God.
So the Holy Ghost is the power to become. Now you got to let the Holy Ghost lead you. Don't you be telling it what to do. He said, as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Your test taking you someplace that you don't want to go. Got you running to Jesus. You ought to tell him thank you.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
You wouldn't be praying. We wouldn't be in here no 12 o'clock praying if this stuff that stuff we have to deal with. Got us in here praying. Got us in here giving God glory. Got us in here telling him thank you. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Seeking God. The tests and trials. We wouldn't have never done this on our own. We wouldn't be in here crying out to God just because life is so wonderful. Let me go and cry out to God. There's a test coming to make you cry out to God.
Amen.
Psalm 66 and 10.
O thou, O God, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried.
1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter. Now, you have a ministry. When you have a ministry, and God want to prove to you or certify you, it's got to be tried. God is not going to have us in position with no arrogance and just sitting here. Now, some people are intelligent where they can just memorize stuff. People can memorize the Bible and just quote it. They can articulate and so forth. But the true servant will come through adversity. You're not going to be birthed in blessings. You're going to survive and you'll be able to minister back to people through adversity. 1 Corinthians 3 and 13, read.
Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
So there's no way around it. Somebody tell him thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
I know it's hard to say, but I thank God for the fire. Thank you for every test, every trial. Thank you for making me. When we were riding in that bus last night, and I started thinking about all the memories, all the stuff that God showed me, and the process that to go through. Man, back in them days, I saw another person. God make you over. Revelation 3 and 18 in my conclusion. Now, the 3rd chapter of Revelation is the Laodicean church. We are now at the evening of the 6th day. The rapture going to take place on the 7th day. We're in the evening of the 6th day. So around Revelation 3 and 18, this is the evening of the 6th day. Read, what it say?
I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
So the evening of the 6th day, we might be going through a few extra tests because God want a Holy Ghost witness out there. Because people are going to be coming through the door wounded and hurt. They don't need to just you can't just display your blessings. Somebody look at the God and bless me with a house and bless me with a car. I mean, I ain't studying that. I'm going through something. I need God. I'm going through something. You got to survive so you can help that soul that's walking through that. Y'all love the Lord?
Amen.
Tell him thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Well, any questions? All right, if not, may the Lord bless you. May heaven smile upon you.